Right, hello and welcome, and today we're going to have a look at the Samsung Galaxy Note 2, which I've been using for a short while now, so I'm going to review this tea as well. But yes, as I said, I've been using it for a week or so now, so I've got a small idea of the workings of this, but there are so many features to this phone that it's going to be difficult to review a lot of it in a sensible length review. But anyway, we've brought it downstairs to the puffy here, just so we can get it closer to the camera and the lighting doesn't affect it as much. So, what have we got here outside the box? If you want to see what's in the box, I have an unboxing video. I'll put a link down there, and you can go look at that. But we've got it out, as you can see. So what have we got? Well, we've got a 5.5 inch display, and it is a very nice display. Physically, on the front, you've got one hard button, which wakes it up, and two soft buttons. There's a menu button here and a back button here. These, you'll only see these once it's running. These light up. Got the main display there, which is very nice and made from very tough, I will say, very tough and hard wearing glass, because I have dropped this. Yes. At the top you've got the speaker. You have that's the camera and a couple of sensors, because this has very interesting ways of watching your face. Spooky. Big brother's watching you. Well, little brother. Whoops, got disturbed by the postman. Anyway, on the left hand side you have the volume rocker. This is, it looks initially to be metal, but due to experimentation I can show you it is not, because on the top you have a port for your headphones and a nice scratch. Yes, I did drop this, it got scratched. This is not metal, believe me. On the other side, you have the on-off button, presently off. I will boot that. I have a specific reason for showing you booting when I can get my tongue straight. And on the bottom, you've got a USB port and the S Pen. Let's physically show you the S Pen first of all. The S Pen is a triangular shaped profiled pen with a button here which you probably can't see, it's very difficult to see, and metallized back, although as I said before it's not metal. We'll have to return that to the case, you'll see why later. Okay, so that's physically. The back, sorry, nearly forgot the back. The back is the most disappointing part of this phone for a reason I will go into in a moment. The back is very simple. You've got the camera, which is I believe an 8 megapixel, flash and speaker, and the Samsung logo. Now this is made of a white shiny plastic, and this is a bad aspect of the phone, because this is probably one of the most weakly wearing white plastics I've ever come across. Even from putting it in its protective case, I don't know if you can see there, but in the reflections of the light, it's scratched just from being in it, rubbing against its protective case. And before we had the cases, it picked up scratches very easily, so I'm rather disappointed with the back. Okay, leaving that alone and going inside, let's switch her on and see how fast it switches on. This is a process that on my last phone, the Samsung Galaxy 1, well, it was quicker to go back to the Big Bang and wait for the planets to develop again than it was to reboot the thing. So here we go. Doom-de-dum-dum-dum. 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 Nice, calming music. Sorry. Yes, there we go. And into the locking screen. Now the interesting thing about this is it's got several options for your locking. It's got the usual pin. Messages coming through. It's got the swipe, which I use. If you've not seen the swipe, all you do is draw a pattern. I'm not going to show you my pattern, but there's a pattern. And if you've got the right one, it will unlock it and go into it. Or you can choose, I'm not going to demonstrate it here because it's not going to recognise me in this position. You can choose a face recognition one. So all you don't press a button at all. No, you don't. You press the power button and then you point it at your face, and if it recognises your face, it unlocks it. But the problem there is, depends on the lighting on your face at the time, because that can change dramatically, and that will change how well this recognises you. And yes, it got a bit frustrating. I turned it off. Okay, I will just unlock the phone, and we can go in and we can see the main phone. My wallpaper is just appearing there. Isn't that nice? So what I'll do, I'll quickly talk you through the areas I've discovered first. First of all, you've got the latest Jelly Bean Android system, and boy is it fast. Very smooth, very fast, no issues there. In fact, the whole phone is just fast. Very nicely fast for a change, which is changing the S1, which suffered from a lot of slowdown. And to show you how fast it is, I will just go into Facebook. Now we've got this connected to the Wi-Fi. Yes, it is. And if I go into Facebook, there it is. Now on my last phone, that was a pain in the backside. I'll just brighten this up a bit. I'll show you these better later. I'll just brighten the screen up for you. That was a pain in the backside. It would freeze it quite often just doing that process. And see how smooth this is. If I spin up and down, apart from the fact it needs to load more, you can see how smooth, even with the pictures, loading more, sorry, and loading more. Once it's loaded some, we'll get it spinning properly. Even with the pictures, you can see how quickly and smoothly and effortlessly this thing runs. It's beautiful. This is how phones should have always been. I've had the BlackBerry Storm, that was rubbish. I've had the Galaxy S1, that just got locked up by Facebook. So Facebook is a good test of a phone. If it runs nice on Facebook, you're probably going to run nice elsewhere. Okay, other apps that I use regularly is YouTube, and that runs nicely. There it is. And if I find a video here, that's in HD. Ah, Mr. William Johnson. I can show you how quickly this runs. This is just on my
Alright guys, it's official. It's
Wi-Fi.
No Shave November. I'm not shaving for the entire month, so by the end of the month, I'm going to be looking like a short Jesus. Now, one good thing about being short is that I wouldn't run into the problems this guy had. Alright, so this car pulls up to the toll booth.
That's enough of that. But that shows you quickly how quickly this thing runs. No problems with YouTube, no problems with HD, and all that good stuff. Now, one of the big things that people go on about this... Oh, yeah, I'll show you in a bit. One of the big things that people go on about with this is this thing beneath, called the S Pen. Now, if I remove this, the phone automatically senses that's been removed and sets up the app for you. This has several things, little apps that you can click on. Do you have to, hang on, there we go. And you can get arty-farty, do whatever you want with this. There we go, draw stuff. Isn't that beautiful? That's modern art. That's worthwhile the Tate Gallery. In fact, no, it's probably better than the Tate Gallery. You can do all sorts of weird psychological rubbish. And an interesting factor of this pen, if I go back to the desktop, oh, don't save that. Oh, yeah, it will give you tips all the time, which is handy. It's nice. I go into here. We can write notes. Hello. Subject. No, it doesn't want to do this. Okay, we won't do that then. I must be using it wrong, because I don't use this pen much at all. It's not my sort of thing. Okay. With this pen, you can press the button and anywhere you're working, you can circle an area. I will think about it for a second. Then you can email or message it. So if I click on message, there you go. It goes in there. And there's all sorts of weird things you can do with this pen. I am no expert on it because, well, I don't use it, but apparently if you swipe up, and click and swipe, perhaps, there we go, you go into the command menu, and if you're a lazy bugger, what you can do, as you can see here, you can place in commands like a question mark and then type the weather, and that will search the web. You can do an @ sign, write a name, and that will email. Apostrophe, Cambridge, goes to maps, things like that. Things that I don't use because I'm not that lazy. Well, sort of, because I'm going to show you another good function. Okay, let's do a basic web search. Well, not that basic. What is the speed of light in astronomical units per second?
The speed of light is 0.002 astronomical units per second.
Excellent. Who was the last emperor of China? Excellent. Oops. What is the atomic weight of carbon?
The atomic mass of carbon is about 12.01 mu.
What is the temperature in Chesterley Street?
It's 4 degrees in Chester right now.
Yes, it's bloody cold and I don't know it. And one last thing. Navigate to Glasgow.
Navigating.
Put GPS on and go. So there we go. Can't show you that because that shows you where I live. That's naughty. But yes, it sets up the GPS for you. Okay. Sets up the GPS nicely. So that's very good. Ow! Right, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the next day. Are you spooked? Yes, this is the day after I recorded the video. Scared yet? We'll return to our normal timeline soon, but there's a couple of things when I recorded the video I forgot to talk about that I thought you would want to know about, so here we go. First of all is with the videos. If I press play on a video, just rewind this a little bit, there she goes, playing away nicely. Now if I want to do something else at the same time, I can press this button and the video moves up there, and I can play with my desktop, move the video around, go browsing, do what I want, rescale video. What happens if I go sideways? Ah, fail. Doesn't go sideways. It doesn't show that in other videos. But yeah, so you can only do this in portrait as far as I can find. You know, you can do stuff, come back, rescale it, and then when you want it back, double tap, and there it is, in its full glory. Now, the other function that I neglected to cover is, for example, say I am using the browser there. There's my inbox for YouTube, and I want to do something else at the same time, I want some other information on the screen. If I hold this down, up pops this little bugger, which I can slide left, right. And this has other applications on it, so if I hold, oh, get off. If I hold down Facebook, there it was. Okay, if I hold that down and drag it, we've now got split screen. Multiprocessing, multiprocessing. multi-tag. And you can rescale either one as you wish. Messing each screen like that, no problem. Look at that. Oh, pictures and stuff on Facebook and stuff. And when you're finished, oh, go away. Now I want to log out. When you're finished, just blink, and that goes to full screen. Amazing! Although, to be honest, I don't use it. I just press that and select the other app I want. But for those who do, it's there. Thank you. We'll now return you to your normal timeline outside of the weird zone. No, it's still in the weird zone. Okay, returning you to your normal timeline. Ooh. Right, some of the default stuff. You have email. Standard email stuff, but if you bring out this pen, which I don't, because I don't use it, I am not that lazy, and you hover it above it, it'll show you a preview of the message. Isn't that nice? Thank you for subscribing to me, Vimal Tank. Hey. Okay, that's that. And the other thing, oh, it's got that. Yes. As soon as you take it out, once again, it sets that up for you. Let's have a look at the camera, shall we? Alright, the camera has some interesting functions on it. So let's click in. Wink. Okay, here's the camera. And as I said, it's an 8 megapixel jobber. Just get it go sideways for you. There you go. It's an 8 megapixel jobber with plenty of options to keep you happy. If I switch it over this way, as you can see, as it rotates, so do the little icons, which is very nice. And it's got things such as swapping the camera, so you can see me. Isn't that scary? It's all, as typical with this, all very, very smooth. Actually, that's not in camera mode. That was in video mode. So we'll do the video first. Why not? Go on then. Got different options. Flash on and off. Yes, it does have a flash this time. Recording mode, slow motion, fast motion. Slow motion you can do down to 1/8 of a second. You got different options. 1/8 speed. You got different options. Half, quarter, and an eighth. I will show you the video in a moment. In fact, I will show you the video now. This is a 1/8 speed video from that. Hang on, here it goes. Just me wrapping a box. Bit of dust flying past there very slowly. There we go, and there's our box. It is grainy compared to the normal one, but it's quite good. That's it, 8th speed. So as you can see, that's quite good, acceptable. Where's my little camera gone? Let's go back into the camera. The other options you have, you can put live special effects on. They actually go onto the picture as you're taking the picture, not an after effect. So you've got things like cold vintage, warm vintage, posterize. Ooh, hoo-hoo, hey, cool. Green point. That's just swapping to green. Blue point, red point, washed out. You can see it changing the thing there. Cartoony. It's a bit like posterize actually. Black and white sepia. Oh, I like sepia pictures. Very arty. We like sepia. Negative. Ah, cool. Me like. I've actually not played with these before, so let's put it back. No effect. And away from there, we have some settings. Edit shortcuts. Self-recording. Ah! Takes you back to that. Okay. Would you like to watch me for a while? Oh, go on then. I'll treat you. It's got to be better than watching that, isn't it? Okay. So, self-recording, you got the flash option, which obviously, because I'm on self-recording, doesn't have a flash option. Recording mode, let's have a look at these. Normal, limit for M&S, okay, no problem. Effects, yes, we can apply the effects from this menu too. I'm just trying to get my finger out the way of the shot there. So, negative. Wow! Sepia, black and white. Effects, exposure value, timer, resolution, white balance, outdoor visibility options. I wonder if that's automatic. I have no idea on that one. Guidelines. For arty stuff. That'll be for composition. You can put a GPS tag on it. Contextual file name, whatever that is. Save as flipped. Options for video quality. Normal, fine and super fine. And reset. So that's all the options down there. Now, if I just put this back to no effect, and then I drag this, you have the camera. Amazing, isn't that amazing? Now, because we're on this camera, obviously the flash option is not there. But down here we have single shot, share shot. Oh, it goes to them, doesn't it? Buddy photo share. And that's just basically photo sharing stuff. Beautify. Oh, I look beautiful. Isn't that nice? And smile shot. Tap the camera button. Take pictures automatically when subject smiles. Okay, let's try that. Miserable, miserable smile. I'm smiling. Okay, that seems to work. These are all gadgets you'll probably never use. So single shot. Now, that's another interesting thing. You can take a single shot like this. Or, you can, if you hold this down, it will take rapid shots. Very fast. Which is nice. I like that for action shots. And down here we have the settings. So, edit shortcuts. Burst shot, which is just showing you on. Self-portrait, which is on. The flash, which isn't active in this mode. Shooting mode. So you got all those different things. You got the effects menu. So you got effects menu there and effects menu there. I don't know why. Don't know why. Exposure, focus mode, which is off. Don't know. Because I'm on the back camera. Self timer, resolution, white balance, ISO, metering, outdoor visibility. So it's basically the same options as on the camera. Now, I did take some pictures earlier, so I'll just quickly show you them, and I think I might have trashed, there we go. Right, that's a picture taken with the flash on of the box sitting over there. There we go. And that's with the flash off. Now, I do believe, yes, you can just use the S Pen. But if you're in, it doesn't work for me, but if you're in the normal gallery, if I go into the gallery, you can do strange things. There's the camera, okay? You can now click on the album, click on there, and I do believe, no, there's a strange thing that came up with different options earlier, and it's not showing them now. Here it is. Okay, you got your normal timeline view. You can then have this view. Whoa, psychedelic, man. And even more psychedelic, you can have spiral view. Oh, look at that. Oh. And you can arrange things into albums, time, locations they're taken, person, and it will actually go through your albums very quickly, instantly, recognize different faces and tell you, I've got this many. I'll show you. Okay, it's already sorted them on mine, but it will count how many different people there are and ask you to name them. The world is a strange place. But there we go. We've got Google Maps, and to show you how fast this thing runs, wink. Let's have a look at Google Maps when I can find it. Yeah. Yeah. So I just zoom away from where I live. That's handy. And yes, there we go. It runs nice and fast. No issues there. And to be honest, even when you're on the Wi-Fi, on the normal network, this runs lovely and fast too. And as you can see, it's got different layers. Standard maps. Oh, cool. Standard map stuff. So it will actually show you the traffic. Where's Newcastle gone? I'll show you Newcastle. Oh, come here. I've gone north, haven't I? North. Right. So there we go. There's all the traffic, and as usual, around Gateshead and the Metro Centre, it's red. Shock. Horror. So that's maps. So let's see what this comes with. Now on the main screens, I admit I've changed this quite a bit. But these albums are rather nice. These are your albums. And they come up in these little boxes. And when you click out, you've got little symbols that show you the different programs in there. Or most of them. They show about 3 or 4 different stuff. This does come with the Google Play Store and the Samsung App Store. Samsung develop and and license different apps from the store, so you've got the options there. This does come with all sorts of weird things set up, widgets and stuff. Oh, I can snuggle my wifey. Oh, how nice. Anyway, it comes with loads of different stuff. You can set up as video players, all sorts of little widgets. I will show you the widgets available because I have half of them taken off. Because I'm like that. But before we do that, I will quickly show you, if we go down here, the video functionality. I've not set this up right, so I can't see where I'm going. Video player. Let me just find it. There it is. A demonstration of HD on this. Oh, we got to the end. Okay. Believe me, it looks even better than it's shown on the camera. And that's another thing I want to say. The volume on this can go incredibly loud for a phone, which is nice because we don't want quiet media phones. But there you go. That's the video. Handy. Nice. The widgets you can choose. I'll show you the apps in a moment. Widgets. You've got things like this. Okay. Got alarms, all sharecasts, BBC News, Light Assist, BBC News. That's obviously a thing here in the UK. You may not get that in other countries. You got different bookmarks. You can put your favourite bookmarks on the screen. Calendar, different clocks, individual contacts you can put on the screen for fast dialing. Direct dial, direct message, navigation, Dropbox. Well, I've downloaded Dropbox, so that's in there. Different clocks, different time zones. Facebook, email widgets, favourite apps widget, favourite contracts widget. So you can put loads of different favourite contracts on the screen. Favourite settings, strange. Flipboard, that seems to be quite good actually. I'm quite enjoying Flipboard. You've got a game hub, which is where they try and sell your stuff, you know, usual stuff. Google Play Books, widgets, and stuff like that. Nothing else that's too interesting. No. S note thingy. Loads of them will come up, but I just got rid of them straight away because they were rubbish. Shazam is really fast on this, which is your music recognition thing. Got the video hub. Another place where they'll try and sell your stuff. And even the user manual. Yes, you've got the user manual on here, which is nice of Samsung to do. Let's have a look at the apps you get on the system. Okay, here's the apps. Now this is the one that comes fitted to the UK version here, the non-contract version. But there's nothing unusual here. You got this old share play. I have not looked at this, so this is live. Share and play content across smart devices anywhere. That's something I need to talk about, because with this, if you take a picture or a movie, and then all you do, you get two of these, put them back to back, tap them, and then tap the screen, and it will share the video or movie. I'm not sure if it does movies, but I'm not sure if it does movies, but I do know it does pictures, and it will share it with the other phone, which is nice. So let's have a look at what this thing is. Just another sharing app, basically. So yeah, don't want that. Got enough ways to share stuff. Calculator, the camera which we looked at. Chat on, which is Samsung's chat system. Not used it, no intention of using it. Clock. Contacts. Oh, excuse me. Your downloads folder. Dropbox, which I've put. No, Dropbox did come on it. The email client. Flipboard. Now, Flipboard is a news service. It's quite a nice news service, with the difference because it's, there we go, it's this style, this flipping style, and you can look at stuff and flip up and down news articles. It's actually quite good, and this is very smooth and nice. Look at that. Whee! Can't do it sideways. Nah, up and down you get. So that's Flipboard news service. I like that one. Nice way of presenting stuff. Got the FM radio, which does need headphones in, but works wonderfully, so no concerns there. The gallery, which we looked at, you've got the game hub, which is what it says on the box. It's a game hub, and I've not used it, but it's just another way, a bit like Google Play, of selling your stuff. There's loads of opportunities for them to sell your stuff on this. Got Google, you've got, yes, the least said about that, the better. The help folder, internet browser, which I don't use that version, I've got Chrome installed on here. The learning hub, which is aimed more at children, I believe, and has different categories, different books, more ways to lose your money. What are toads? Bookmarks, contents. So yes, different books. That's good for kids. Wish they did an adult version. That would be quite good. Local. No, I don't know. Not used this, so it's just Maps Local, and it tells you about different pubs and stuff. Yes. There we go. Maps, messaging, Messenger, which I never use, and the Music Hub. Another way, yet again, for them to help you part with your money. Aren't they kind? And across here, the music player. We've not looked at the music player. I've only got one piece of music in here, and that's the one that came with it. But there you go. It works. It's a music player. These days, not that unusual. And it's still playing. Oh dear. Let's get rid of that. That's better. Okay. Your files. And this is apparently photo. Let's have a look. No files. Well, I can't demonstrate, can I then? If you hover this thing, this little button, which is hard to find, over. Well, apparently it shows. Let's have a look. View. Now, it shows you previews of the pictures, but I've not been able to get into the mode to do that because I'm not really interested in doing that. Okay, Navigation, which you've seen, which is nice. In fact, if I do navigation, Edinburgh. Just covering some of the details up here. And get out of the way. There we go. There's the route. Searching for GPS. You're not good. Oh, maybe you are. You are. Stone Row. Thankfully, that's not where I live. Ha 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 ha. But there's your navigation.
Turn right onto Stone Row.
Stop whining. Stop whining. There
Turn
we go.
right onto Stone Row.
But shut up.
Head north.
Let me shut him up. There we go. Oh. Anyway, you can layer. You can do your normal navigation. It will put it into 3D mode for you, and you can layer on top things like traffic, satellite, parking, petrol stations, ATM, banks, restaurants. So it is a very good. Okay. It's a very good little system. Got the voice recorder, I'm not going to look at that. Talk. There. Yeah. S voice, which is basically just Google search with more ways to sell your stuff. Chrome, Facebook and Twitter. Chrome, I'll show you Chrome. Chrome is nice and fast. There we go. If I go to YouTube. I should just make a steak, man. Oh no, no, I want Chrome. Just once. And it's nice and fast. One thing it does disappoint is, or is it going to play this time? Because last time, sometimes it complains that you can't use Java in this browser. But that seems to have been fixed. They seem to have put Java in. Although it's not playing that video. I think it would eventually. But that doesn't matter because you've got all the apps like iPlayer and BBC News. So all your videos plays through them. But they have removed Java for some strange reason. Which means you can't use like BBC News 24 and stuff like that. And I am, disappointed by that. But there are apps that get you around that. So it's not that much of a problem. And last but not least, the usual test. Angry Birds. Oh, I got a Space Eagle. Okay. And you can see how nice and fast this runs. No problems, obviously, here. Oh yeah. Oh, hang on. I may have to just keep playing this because... Oh. I keep losing this. And I just almost killed the bugger. Oh yeah. One little bugger left. See if we can get him. Oh, it's exciting. You're watching me playing Angry Birds live. Are we going to get him? I'm going to aim. And I think I missed. Oh, I got him! Yay! I've been struggling with that level. So there we go. Angry Bird level completed live on camera. But there we go. Ah, excellent. I like that. That's Angry Birds. No, longer away. On the Samsung Galaxy Note 2. So, what do I think of it? Oh, I'll just get back to my little home screen here. So, what do I think of it? Well, as a phone, brilliant. Apps, brilliant. Nice and fast. Love it. Navigation systems, tops. Messaging system works well. The S Pen, don't really use it. It's just more of a gimmick. You can write notes. I've used it to dictate notes when I'm here, and it will do speech recognition, I think. Well, it does, but now speech recognition. That's something I've missed off actually. If I write to okay, here's Orange. They've been sending me some text messages as usual. So if I go in there, glad I remembered this before we finished. You can go to text mode and you can write, hello, stop pestering, pestering me. Believe me, it does work. Not this time, but yeah, probably my angle. But it does work, and it works well normally. But under these operational circumstances, yes, it's not working. But yes, that works well. But I don't use any of that usually. I use the voice recognition to type text messages now and again, which seems to work well. So everything works well. The case, front nice, love the front. Side, yes, it's agreeable. Back, shameless. That is terrible. Just doesn't wear well at all. Don't like it. Boo, Samsung. Boo. But apart from that, it is a really good phone, and it is how phones should always have been and have consistently failed to be for years. Some people are concerned about it being too big, and believe me, this does. Go to the shop, go to your local dealer, because it does fit in your pocket easily. You'll be surprised, it does. Honestly, try it out. It fits, and it doesn't look too big up against your face. You can always use a headset if you're concerned about that. But if, like me, you're an internet freak, this is the phone, undoubtedly. And the Apple fanboys are going to hate me for this, but this is the phone, undoubtedly, to go for. So, in general, apart from that back... Oh, battery life. Battery life. Constant use, watching videos and stuff, you'll get about 13 hours out of the battery. That's with constant use. On standby, it uses about 10% a day. It's ridiculously... got loads of life, which is another brilliant point from Samsung there. Thank you very much. Love it. So, yes, if you love the internet, this, at the moment, is the phone for you. In general, apart from that video, this gimmick, which I suppose some people love, but I don't. Yeah. Well done, Samsung. Thank you very much.